Hi, I'm Dr. Renicki with Renicki Chiropractic, the Creating Wellness Center, and the MindSpring Center. I want to take a few moments today to review some advice that was given by Dr. McCullough in his weekly newsletter. Some of it I agree with very well and I think is great advice. Some of it I think is actually very bad advice and is probably going to cause you more problems than you would realize. So the article is about indoor air quality versus outdoor air quality, talking about how indoor air quality tends to be much more polluted and much worse than outdoor air quality, and that NASA has discovered one of the best ways to clean this up and to take care of this is using traditional indoor houseplants. And Dr. McCullough's article lists 10 specific houseplants that do the best job, and I've posted a link to that article on my Facebook page so that you can check out the list and see which ones you maybe need to add to your collection. But then he goes on to give some recommendations that I would wholeheartedly disagree with and recommend very strongly against, and that is the use of an air purification system that produces ozone. So ozone, if you're not familiar with it, is just a specific form of oxygen. Instead of 2 oxygens, we put 3 together, and ozone is pretty toxic. It's not strong enough to kill a human or a pet, but it is going to kill any molds, viruses, bacterias. And at first, I think everybody would go, well, that's got to be a great idea. If I could kill off all of the mold and the viruses floating around in my air, then that should prevent me from getting sick as often. Except for, remember, it's also going to kill off all of the good, beneficial, desirable bacteria that you've got in your respiratory tract. So that would be your sinuses, of course, the back of the throat, and down in the lungs. And we need those bacteria. We're dependent on them. They perform a lot of good body functions for us. They help us to break down and recycle dead cells as they pass away. And if we kill those off, now there's a lot of vacancy for other stuff that we wouldn't want living in our respiratory tract, like molds and viruses and bad bacteria, to move in. So keeping all these good bacteria alive and healthy keeps kind of a no vacancy sign up, and it doesn't give much opportunity for undesirable illness-causing germs to move in. Every time we've tried to sterilize our environment, whether it be with antibiotics or antibacterial hand gels, or just wiping down our countertops with Clorox and Lysol and things like that, we've wind up increasing the amount of illness. There's a direct correlation to the amount of sterilization in a child's environment and their likelihood of getting allergies and asthma. You can increase their likelihood of getting allergies and asthma by sterilizing the world. The more they put dirt and stuff in their mouth, the less likely they are to wind up with allergies and asthma. So we want to keep these good bacteria around and not kill them off, but an air purifier that produces ozone, that you'll be constantly breathing in the ozone, is in fact going to wind up sterilizing the inside of your lungs, and then you're going to breathe in stuff that you'd really rather not have growing inside of you. So I would recommend against the ozone filtration system. Now, a decent use of ozone, although I'm not sure if anybody's even actually doing this, would be for you to leave your house, have it all sealed up, have somebody come in and just fill it up with ozone, which will sterilize the inside of your ductwork, kill off any molds or germs or anything like that that you wouldn't want growing there. And then, once it's sat for a certain period of time, then you could open the house back up, let it all air out, and then you could come back into your house, and that should be fine because you won't be breathing in any of that ozone. But I don't even know if anybody's doing that. A much more realistic recommendation is just call a company like ServPro or PuroClean. They've got mold detection systems and mold elimination systems that are going to be safe for you and are going to cause you very little headache and problem. And if you like, you can even start first by going to your favorite Home Depot or Lowe's and picking up a little home self-test kit, which is not going to be as accurate as what the professionals could use, but it'll give you a good idea of whether it's an issue for you or not. And this is something that I do find a lot of patients of mine have issues with, and they've got chronic, constant runny noses and allergy issues because of a mold issue in their house. So I do recommend that you test for mold and that you eliminate mold. I think breathing in ozone on a day-to-day basis to do that is a pretty bad idea, though, and it's going to wind up causing you more illness than you would be able to prevent by getting rid of the mold in the ductwork. So, thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Renicki with Renicki Chiropractic, Creating Wellness Center, and the MindSpring Center. Have a great day.